Okay guys, today is 8th of July. Okay, so we're looking at the ES. Okay, just wanted to show you what it is to have patience and have a system coded. Okay, so for you to execute as a human being. Okay, so this program already made $900 today in a very tough day. Very tough. It's not like it was like easy to do money here today. No, neither the past week, neither Monday or Tuesday from this week. No, if you stay put and you just let the program trade for you, okay, you can manage the trades. Okay, so there's no problem with that. You can manage the trades, but let the discipline coded inside the program do the heavy lifting for you. There's no need for you to try to gamble, try to predict what the market will do. It's very, very complicated. Markets are very tough to trade right now, so you will just keep losing prop firms and it's very tough. It's all I can say. I don't know how people still think that they can trade manually and beat the market. So it's very, very tough. The best trading vehicle right now is the ES. Okay, so the ES is a little calm, and as you can see, it's not that calm. This Trump is making headline news every day. He's tweeting, he talks this, he talks that, and it's 4 years we're gonna be having this president. So buckle up, guys, buckle up. It's gonna be very tough if you don't change your mind. If you think you still can beat the market, it's very difficult. Look at all this congestion here. Okay, so all this congestion, look at this. There were no trades here. Okay, so and still the program makes mistakes, and it gets fooled by the market. But what we're looking here is this is high frequency trading. When you see a vertical lines, dash dotted lines, the red and the green, this is our from high frequency trading. Okay, so we have a program that detects that pattern and executes on the ES or the Nasdaq. Okay, so for example, you see this momentum line, this background, green and magenta or red. You can change them: red, magenta, green, blue. It's customizable, it's up to you. That comes from Marker Plus. Okay, Marker Plus, you can launch the space shuttle with it. Okay, so you just code what you want and it will execute, trust me, 50 times quicker than your mouse. And as we have filter enabled, so if you disable the filter, you can trade all these signals. Okay, so this shorts here, this was from Scalper. Okay, it was a winner, then we shorted and we got a target and we got one stop. So it was one loser and one winner. This was a winner. So in this fraction over here, which is 10 minutes, we had two winners and one loser. Yes, guys, it will lose too. So you need to be your lot sizes. We need to be according to your program. Okay, so you need to be aware of that. Don't be foolish thinking that you can beat the market. This is not an algorithm to beat the market. I've never said that, and I will never say that. It's impossible. You cannot beat the market. You can trade with the market, but you cannot beat the market. Okay, so that's something that you need to be aware of and trade accordingly. So here was a long position in the high frequency trading. The tape said screamed here. Look at this. They shorted here, and they bought it here again. So participating in this type of pattern is good and is bad. Okay, so if you're trading, if you're like trying to pass a combine or something, it's okay, guys. But with PA accounts, you cannot do that. It's better to have the making 200 a day, 200, 300, okay, constant without drawdown, what we're looking here is to reduce the drawdown. Okay, maybe we're gonna be looking at a $500 drawdown, which is for me for a 50K account, which is you only have $2,500 to trade, is too much. Okay, so if you are you like to trade, okay, you want to be on the market all the time, you can have multiple accounts. Okay, so if you get, for example, $300 loss in one account, just shut down that account and continue with another one. Okay, so that way you will reduce risk. Or if you are if you want to copy trade, okay, so you need to have your discipline in place. Okay, so these trades were not taken because we are using the filter. Okay, if you see this background and you disable the filter, okay, so it's on the fly, you can disable it here. Okay, so you can disable it here. We got filter on, filter off. You disable it, just click it and it will disable the filter and it will trade all these longs will be traded. Okay, so but we use the filter, guys. I don't gamble that way, because if you try to gamble, it will get into your nervous system, and you will start doing things that way. So it's very complicated. I don't do that. I prefer to stick with trades that are more efficient. Okay, so let's call it that way, more efficient. Okay, this is a morning. Okay, we got a short here, was a winner. Okay, so then we got another short here. This is from scalper, this is from momentum. Okay, then we got a short here, and we got the target, and then we got a stopped out, and this one here is the stop out. So it was one winner and one loser here. And well, let's see, market open 7:30 my time. This was a short here, entry, then we got stopped out. Then we got an entry in just the market open 1 minute after the open, and it was a winner. Okay, so let's say, for example, some people say, hey, why don't you extend your profit target? Okay, it's better to have something, guys, that than gambling with your profit. You can make a winning trade into a losing trade. Okay, so it's better if you're gonna get 2 ticks, 3 ticks, 5 ticks, get them. Don't gamble, because you're gonna be frustrated if the market it takes your money away, and you will feel very bad. So it's not recommended. It's better to just take your money and run, guys. Okay, what else? Well, just like I said before, you can have both auto traders enabled, or you just can enable one. It's up to you. If you like the high frequency trading, you can do that. It's okay. And if you want the scalper, you can trade the scalper. Okay, so if you want more trending trades, okay, with less not that quick. Okay, so because the high frequency trading signals are a little bit quicker. So, but you need to be aware, because nothing is written in stone, and I'm not somebody that owns the market. The market is owned by institutional trading, so we just follow them. Okay, so we cannot just predict what's gonna happen. So we got rules in place. We find this pattern that these guys trade, and okay, so we have found the pattern, so it works. Okay, if the market is in good volatility, it works. Okay, so it works. If the market is sometimes these guys, they hide themselves. Okay, they're on the sidelines, they don't want to trade. Maybe they got Twitter feeds connected to their trading platforms, and they just waiting for Trump to tweet. Sometimes Trump doesn't tweet in a day, or they got news feed. Okay, so because there's traders that use this news feed, okay, into the platforms and execute. So they follow the volume, and they go. So we don't do that, because that's very complicated, and it's very expensive. You need to pay for the news feed, and it's very expensive. So there's no need to put that cost into your trading. This is more than enough. Okay, so it's more than enough. and you can live out of this if you follow the rules. Okay, so if you are a trader that wants to run over the program, you're gonna be in trouble. Okay, so you will never be profitable. You need to let the program do the heavy lifting for you. Even if a trade looks yummy and you say, damn, why didn't it took the, it's okay, guys. If you are not profitable, so there's nothing that you can do about it. Just follow the rules. Start making stop inventing things and being able to manipulate your platform and the signals and all that. Markets are very tricky and you can lose a lot. Okay, so well, that's all that I want to say, guys. Market is a little bit well, it just died right now, so they are just in accumulation and distribution. Everybody thought that with these pushes over here, market was gonna go to the upside. Then we see these lines. Okay, these lines with this unfinished auction business. Okay, so and we see unfinished auction line, so it means the market is not gonna go higher. Okay, so then we see this point of control here, which is magenta outline here. This is a defended line. So this point of control, when you see this, is there's sellers, printing here, so they just don't want to go higher. And if you see the blue one outline here, like this one, this is defending buyers. This is bullish point of control, and this is a bearish point of control. Okay, so when you see this, you may exit a trade. So, and what else? And if you see these, all these can be programmed into markers to exit trade for you. Okay, so you can do this in multiple time frames. Okay, so you can be using this volume ladder here, and you can use another setting inside. So you don't need to see this. Everything is coded inside the markers, and he is executing everything and counting everything for you tick by tick. Okay, there's no delay. Everything is immediately done. Immediately. It's impossible for you as a human being to do this, guys. Okay, guys, thanks for watching.